I know that I'm in trouble listening to that little anthem.
Oh my goodness gracious me, oh my.
That's a long one.
Let me tell you guys, after playing that set, I've come to a conclusion.
What's that?
We should start a fire department.
Is that bad, huh?
Yeah,
I didn't think it was gonna be that nice. I didn't think you were gonna come that nice.
I think that we played that set to a level that gives me enough confidence to know that we could easily run a branch of law enforcement or fire safety.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah,
and we got fuck.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the intro. hey, Fusco. Wait, it's odd open. Wait, it's your turn, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's odd. It's 95.
Hey, Josh.
Yes, Fusco.
You know what really puts an angel on my a-hole?
What's that?
When... Are you okay over there? When Angel shows up and starts playing with Dilly like he owns the goddamn thing.
Well, him and Dilly are old friends.
Apparently.
We go way back.
Yeah, they go way back and way deep. They have a very deep, committed friendship. Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Josh. With me as always is my bearded co-host, Mr. Andrew Fusco, with a little bit more voice.
That's me.
Just a little bit more, but it's getting
back
there.
to full, but it's there.
Listeners can this is an explicit show, if you couldn't fucking tell. So you have 5 fucking seconds to listen to something fucking else. 5, fucking 4, fucking 3, fucking 2, fucking 1.
Fuck.
Yeah. You can listen to the show on iTunes or Spotify or well, maybe not Spotify, but Google something. I don't fucking know. Just listen to the show where whatever gets your dick hard. Listen to the show there. That's what I would say.
Exactly. What gets your dick hard, Angel?
Mm-hmm.
About the show, I mean.
Oh, the B word.
Listeners can send in emails and voicemails to be played on air. I believe we have a few today. You can like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or if you're Australian, Snapchat. Check out the Chanarant store at chanarant.com. Become a patron at patreon.com/Chanarant. This episode happens to be brought to you by our wonderful patrons, some of whom are tuned in now, and we'll be answering some of their queries and questions for Angel later.
And sitting here, actually.
We have one patron sitting here in the building, which I'm very excited.
It only took 2 years to get Angel to...
If you're a patron for 2 years, we'll have you on the show live.
You guys really leveled up. You stepped this whole damn operation up.
Yeah,
Jack Leon here acted like grown-ups.
Yeah.
And then...
last time you were here was single digits.
Yeah.
Easily.
I think I was episode... Last time was episode 4.
It was like 4 or 5.
Really? Seriously, it's been a long time.
It's been almost 90
I went black on you guys.
Episodes.
You what? You do what?
I went dark.
much like my dog, I don't see color. Anyway,
I love you, Josh.
Angel, we're very excited to have you here on the day today, and we got to give some backstory here before we get into the actual news, updates, topic of the week, etc. There's something that has to be settled.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys want to? Who wants to intro this? Because y'all made a bet.
I guess would I be the one to start this?
Yeah, you should start this because it precedes the infamous Celtic Thanksgiving concert 2019.
So what happened, Angel?
Oh, Angel hasn't been playing pipes too much with the band, and he decided that, well, what the hell? He's not playing drums with them in the concert, so I'll play the pipes, right? I believe that's how it started. And I thought, okay.
And when did you decide this?
Oh,
about a week.
A few days before the concert.
A week before the concert, maybe?
I remember how to say medley.
Okay.
I know how to say medley. I know how to say MSR.
Melody. Yeah.
But as far as the music goes, it was just a little off for me. I fucked it all up. That's what I did.
You're jumping all over the place here.
The music.
Explain it from the beginning.
Okay, what originally happened
was...
A
week before the concert, you said to me...
A week before the concert.
I said, I'm gonna play. I know the music, all the shit we play.
Right.
And then it came down to some of like the competition stuff, what was gonna be played in the concert. And I thought, I think I remember. Let's give it a shot. So I jumped in to play with you, and I missed some shit.
No, that's not what happened.
I'm about to say
this is not at all what happened.
This is a very different
I'm going to tell you.
Please.
So Angel says to me at the church after the Jack Lee practice,
Jack Lee
I know the stuff.
I know the stuff I'm going to play.
I wasn't there for the Jack Lee concert.
No, this was after this was the practice after the Jack Lee practice.
Yeah. So, and you were like, I could do this. I know this stuff. And you were, for some reason, you got it in your head that you wanted to do this last minute, like you always do.
So we're at the church. Stand corrected. You're right.
I'm
wrong.
And I'm like, Angel, no.
You're not going to remember it. It's been forever
I said
and a
something
day.
like, that's not even fair, man. You haven't been here for months, and all these people practicing.
You're like, I'm going to have it on Tuesday.
I'll have it on Tuesday.
You're like, I'll have the medley down by Tuesday.
So you had 7 days.
7 days. I had
catch
4 days.
It was
4 days. No, because it was a Saturday practice.
But you've played the medley for 2 years.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Yeah,
so Angel says to me, and I'm like,
because much like the band Poison, we never change our fucking music.
Right. So I said, Angel, there's no way in hell you're going to have this down by Tuesday. And then you said, let's make a bet.
I said, fuck you. Let's make a bet, Fusco.
And he's like,
fuck you. I'll kill you. Or I'll shave my beard off if you have it. I'm like, why do you be so goddamn drastic?
You did say you would shave your beard.
I'll shave my fucking beard off if you have it. I'm like, that's not necessary.
I'm sorry, you wear a mini kilt because Angel's the MC of the concert.
Right.
So I said, Angel, you wear, if you lose, you wear a mini kilt at the concert as MC. And if I lose, I'll shave my beard off.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, that's too much.
Come on.
So then we settled on what?
The loser has to tiger bomb his balls.
On Chanarant. On air.
So Tuesday comes around and everything's going fine. Let's be honest. I'm not the greatest piper in the world, but everything's going fine up to that point. We go into the competition.
I was like, everything was going fine through the first tune.
No, I'm talking about all the stuff, the concert music, which is nonsense. We're just running through shit.
Yeah.
Right, and then it's like, okay, let's play the medley. And all right. So, okay, fine. The first tune goes, the transition and the jig. I'm already sweating because I know that if I fuck up anything, I'm going to have burning balls, right? And sure enough, I looked down at you, and I just didn't. There was a transition there, but I don't know.
I wasn't even playing.
Dude,
there was a break into the jig.
The break to the jig. So the second tune.
I fucked up.
And you didn't even fuck up like, I'm going to play it off and see what I can get away with. Like, you stopped.
He's staring. I right when I knew I made a mistake.
You were just like, I am done.
Yeah,
like,
that's what you don't do in competition, but I made a little mistake, and I knew it, and I knew his eyes, and I knew he could hear it.
You could have potentially
kept going, and I might have let it slide.
Bullshit.
You could have potentially gotten away.
There's no way. Don't lie now.
If you got in the second half of the medley pretty well, you could have potentially gotten away with the majority of the thing. But you knew in your heart of hearts,
I was wrong. I lost.
That you done fucked it.
I done fucked up.
Right. I wasn't even playing. I was just sitting in the audience listening.
You were sitting in first row looking up at me, and right when you did, your arms went in the air like, fucking done. Game. Mic
As soon
drop.
as you quit,
Guess whose
it.
whose balls are not safe.
Whatever.
I mean, I hate to say I'm always right, but Angel,
You're not always right.
I don't say that I'm always right. I'm just I like to say that I never get tired of being right.
Well, I ended up losing, and
but you showed up. You showed up here 90 episodes later. We got you out of your cave to hang out with us. And not only are you coming on the show, which we love because we enjoy your personality.
I love you too.
But you're also going to take it like a man.
Fuck, is that what men take?
But I appreciate that. So I need you to just take a little bit of that tiger balm, put it on Dilly, and then shove it up your asshole.
Whoa.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
That sounds fun.
We said front butt, right?
Front butt.
Front butt. Okay, so dick and balls.
So when does that have to happen?
right now.
That's
Are
now.
you out of your fucking mind? I thought it was like near the end.
No. Because you have to be experiencing it during the
During
show.
the show. So if you want to get off camera.
If you want to get off camera, you absolutely can. If you want to use the kitchen or whatever, that's okay. Anyway, Fusco, how's your week been, man?
Angel.
Oh shit!
You don't need the headphones, buddy.
Walking out with the headphones on.
How's your week been post concert? Have you gotten a good break?
Oh, it's been an excellent break. I've not ignored, but I haven't seen anybody, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, isn't that just a phenomenal?
It's the only week of the year that I don't have to see anybody in the band.
We talked about this briefly last night because we went.
How much of this shit am I supposed to put on my?
And you need a decent dab. Yeah.
Like spackle.
Yeah. You gotta go in. You gotta go big.
Yeah, man. Don't
half-ass it.
full ass it.
Come on, God damn, that thing is huge.
Holy moly!
Whoa. Hold on, let me cover Dilly's one good eye because he'll be.
Is that enough?
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, you might need a bit of a scoop.
Yeah, that's
that'll do.
Is that enough?
That'll
that's
do.
pretty good.
Yeah, I would get equal surface area, dick and balls. If you
where did dick come in?
if you want the true experience, I'd say equal surface area. Sorry, I had to cover Dilly's one eye because he was jealous of Angel's ginormous hog.
Oh yeah, it's going on. It's going on.
Wait, what are you doing? Why are you jerking off? Dude.
Dude. He went all in.
Went all in. Holy moly.
God damn, Angel.
Damn, those are a big set of balls you got.
Do you have any idea how far I could have gotten in life if I had that big of a hog?
It's like being a hot chick or having a giant penis.
Come sit down.
You over here.
Yeah, come over here. But anyway, I was telling you this last night. We were at the bar. I was like, oh my God, like I love all the people in my band, but it was so great not to have to interact with any of them for a week.
Yeah, it was the best actually. Until Thursday came along, and then I got really like.
Did you get hot to trot?
Yeah,
on Thursday,
and then I didn't do anything. And Friday was last night.
Okay, so now that Angel's back, let's get through the news and updates before we get to the topic. And you've curated this list, so you tell me where you want me to go or what you want to do.
Well, you want to start with number 4, because then we can use them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can. Is that an email or
fuck pipe?
Or is that just overall?
No, number 4 on the list is the opening of our gift.
Holy shit! Did we get a gift? Christmas came early.
Christmas came early this year.
This fucking sucks.
Here, you can open that.
Oh, we got some beer from Beer by Brad.
Damn it. Oh fuck! It's going everywhere. It's down by my taint.
This episode of the Chain Rain Podcast brought to you by Tiger Balm and Rough Tail Brewing.
Who sent us a bunch of beer? Thanks, Brad.
And I will do a better job this time of taking pictures of Lucy with the beer so that you can use it for Rough Tail Sunday. Also, if you guys don't follow Rough Tail on Instagram, they do Rough Tail Sunday where it's just their beers and cute pups.
You sent us some extra cool stuff. Look at this.
Which is fucking amazing.
Rough Tail glass.
Wow.
We haven't got those before, I don't think, have we?
Holy shit, my dude. I'm gonna drink this right now.
I gotta put my leg up or something here. I gotta put my leg up.
Dude, this is amazing. Thank you, Beer Boy and Rough Tail Brewing Co. for this lovely box. And
like nothing is going on this side of the fucking table. You guys got gifts. My balls are about to burn off. Jesus Christ.
Hey, take it easy over there.
You'll be okay.
You'll be fine.
Damn it. Never again. Never again.
By the way, you put on like twice as much as we did.
Oh, dude.
Well, he had twice as much cock to cover.
Well, that's true. He just got a huge heart.
I'm going to my happy place.
So if you don't follow Rough Tail Brewing on Instagram, you should. Is that your happy place?
Oh, he sent us some
Dude, some morale
and
patches?
some stickers,
Motherfuck.
and a pin.
I'll be right back.
Oh, look at this.
Don't you wash?
Angel, where you going?
Need to move around.
He's just walking around. Dude, this is fucking amazing. What did we do to deserve such good friends?
We definitely don't deserve it. That's for sure.
This is amazing.
I'm gonna immediately put one of these stickers on my laptop.
Absolutely, man.
All the audience.
I'm gonna throw one on my pipe case for sure. Dude, thank you, Rough Tail Brewing. I'm gonna go ahead and crack this bad boy, by the way, which is the Toffee Polar Eclipse.
This is the stupidest thing you've ever done? Are you sure about that?
I've done dumb stuff.
But while I'm pouring this delicious beer, do you want to do an email or do you want to do a voicemail first there, Sco?
Let's do an email. How about, you want me to read it?
No, why don't you go, because I'm going to be pouring beer and drinking it.
Okay, so first email is from a friend of the show, Mary Queen of Legs. And she says this. Hey, boys. I know I'm a few weeks behind, but just wanted to say that I love the Megan show. I laughed, I gagged, I heard both of you scream in pain multiple times. It was all kinds of messed up, which I think qualifies it as another Chana Rant classic. I particularly liked how Rab's show that week was all about the lovely touchstone... I don't know what this means. The lovely touchstone pipe band moments from his childhood.
That's a drink for the headphone hit there.
Yeah. Can't think of a better way to sum up the difference between the two podcasts. Megan's life sounds like the origin story for some kind of dominatrix superhero. I would definitely be down to hear more of her stories. She would make a great 100th episode guest, but also, isn't Fusco supposed to get an ass tattoo? If you're looking for something suitable, suitably attention-grabbing and memorable, not to mention permanent, I think live streaming ass tattoo totally fits the bill. Just putting that out there. Anyway, that's it for now. Keep being sexy, you bunch of feckers. From Mary Queen.
Dude, I love Mary, and I hope she'll come down and see us soon. There were some threats that she would come down and see us either at the concert next year or potentially at the games.
Both of those, but they threatened that this year as well. And
typical Canadians, they're gonna sit back and let us deal with Germany on our own.
Correct.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mary. We look forward to hopefully seeing you soon. I'll be actually up not that far from there next spring. I'm going to Chicago.
I need help.
Why?
Wedding.
Whose wedding?
Some relative of the lady friend.
Gotcha. Chicago. You can go visit Cobra.
Fucking East Coast. And I understand that Chicago's not the East Coast, guys. You don't have to fucking give me a lecture on this, but
it's not even close.
I'm from the desert. Everything's east of me. Like the entire world is east of me as far as I'm concerned.
Right, but East, that doesn't count as East Coast, though. It's the Midwest.
It's just East.
They're very proud of it.
It's just peculiar.
Is it?
It's peculiar. I think it's all peculiar. I understand they think I'm peculiar as well.
Oh, yeah. Nevada rednecks are definitely peculiar. How you doing, Angel?
I don't know.
So let's go to a voicemail.
I'm not doing so good over here.
And we got one from, I'm assuming this is...
I'm assuming it's Rooster Cockburn, but I don't know who this is.
Well, if we get any context clues, we'll be able to figure out whether or not it's Rooster.
Yeah, here we go.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfuckers! Hey, why do you got fucking Drew on there and you want to call him fucking Cobra? He's more like a flatworm. That fucking tiny dick motherfucker!
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Is that the entire voicemail?
That's it. That's all it is.
Awesome.
But I still appreciate the fact that he sent in a voicemail. Whoever that is. I'm assuming Rooster Cockburn if he started with
Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfucker.
But he didn't sign it, and his email is well hidden.
All right, let's do a quick check-in. Angel, how's your nuts?
You just can't open your legs wide enough to get the pain away. You can't get away from it.
You'll never
what's it feel
escape.
like?
It's like eating ghost chilies for the first time. You know what I mean?
it's not that
But
bad.
through your cock.
Oh no, it fucking is. Tell me you don't remember. What's wrong with you? See, that's why I told you before. I don't want to be your dick. It's been so abused. It's
Episode
like
title.
leather.
Episode title. I don't want to be your dick.
I'm gonna write that one down.
I was talking about the other day the shit that thing has seen.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
surprised
dude.
it's still attached.
So Fusco, at Dive Bar today, I met one of your Bumble dates. I shit you not.
Was that bartender?
Today?
Dive Bar. No, not the bartender, but there was
Amy,
a girl.
the girl in the back,
There's
the
a girl in the
singer?
back, And so I went after the museum gig.
Mm-hmm.
I was hanging like a bat. And I was like, okay, like I'm gonna pump a beer into my system or else I'm gonna fucking die.
But Dive Bar is really far from there.
Yeah, but I like Dive Bar.
Okay. That's fair.
And I wanted to see what it looked like in the daytime. Fusco, I'm a shithole connoisseur. You know this.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
A great shithole, that place.
There's a great shithole.
Did Angel go with you?
He met me there later, yeah. And you would agree. Great shithole.
I'm using your mail.
You've never been there in the daytime.
No, I've only been there at night to watch Fusco play or just
See,
to fucking be dumb.
you don't fully appreciate a shithole unless you're there at like 11 o'clock.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are coming off.
So why did you meet my Bumble date or whatever?
So I came in from the gig and I'm in regalia, not band stuff. I'm in my personal stuff because it was a favor gig, and so I walk in. I'm like I'm just gonna get a beer. I'm hungover as fuck. I gotta recuperate so I can like do the rest of my day.
Right.
And it was me, the bartender, and one chick in there. And like, what's with the getup? And I was like, oh, like I just played pipes at the Natural History Museum, and came over here right after that. And they're like, oh, I matched with some piper on Bumble, and he was texting me about like some wedding he did, and blah 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 blah. And I was like, you met a piper on Bumble locally? He's like, yeah. And I was like, did he have a beard? She's like, yeah. And so I literally like pulled up the picture of you and me at HT last night, and I was like, was it
Did
this
we take a picture last night?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I was like, was it this fucking guy? And she's like, oh my god, yeah, that's him.
That's funny. Who is this person?
Just some random. I don't fucking know. Scope.
Just one of the many.
You remember her first name?
Skank.
I don't either. Yeah.
I don't know who I would.
I want to say maybe Amy.
It was Amy.
Was
I
it
think it was
Amy?
Amy, if I'm not mistaken, because she said Amy can sing. Remember?
Oh yeah,
I asked the bartender to sing, and
said,
she
the
said-
bartender was the frickin' burlesque dancer. Was working.
She was adorable.
Burlesque.
I like her.
Yeah, Chelsea, the burlesque dancer.
Chick
from
tattooed from
Instagram.
head to toe.
From where?
Instagram chick.
From Instagram.
She's cute.
Dude, you gotta fucking get in the game here, boy.
Yeah.
Are you committed? What's
Chelsea?
going on? What's going on with you?
Not at all. But Chelsea, the burlesque dancer.
I'm committed. I'm in a fucking relationship, and I can still keep track of all this shit. What are you doing?
There's just so many to keep track of, right, Angel?
Oh yeah.
That's your story, bro.
Well, it's like every point of pain in Angel's nutsack right now.
I'm telling you, I'm committed. I'm balls deep right now. Fuck.
All right, so Fusco, we have an email from Ian. Would you mind reading that one for our beloved audience?
Sure. Ian says this, and I actually don't know what he's talking about here, but only two fucking tenor drummers would have the nerve to call themselves the premier pipe band podcast in their first episode. Somewhere, LeVar Ball is thinking they should pump the brakes on their self-promotion. What is he talking about?
I have no earthly idea. I forgot to do the bit at the beginning.
Yeah, I have no idea. But thank you for sending an email either way. We will keep an eye out for whatever it is you're talking about, and maybe we'll...
Man, I'm just super bummed that we're not the premier pipe band podcast.
Are you?
I thought for sure. Well, I mean, our tagline is the world's worst bagpiping podcast.
Correct. And if we try to take over the premiere part, like, Rab will throw a fit.
So wait. If we're the world's worst and we're more successful than all the other shows, how does that work?
Yeah, how does that work, Angel? What's the math on that?
I don't know. You get people on this fucking show to put Tiger Bomb on their balls.
I mean, I had-
and people listen, I guess.
Like I had Callum Beaumont and Andrew Hoineke on a week ago, and now I've got the one and only Angel Inajosa of the Spirit of 76
Don't
pipe
use
band.
that name. I don't know anything about the Spirit of 76. This is not affiliated in any way with
Live
the Spirit
in
of 76.
studio,
I don't know what you're talking about.
slapping Tiger Bomb on its nuts. Like, I mean, that's, I dare say that may not make us premier, but apparently that's just a fucking word people throw around nowadays.
Well, I mean, the LA Scots are the premier North American pipe band, right? So,
That always drove me nuts.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, you're shit, and you keep losing. Like,
This one?
That's the one.
Let me see that girl. That's
okay.
the bartender. Yeah.
I thought you said she works at the Charleston.
Both.
Oh,
Fusco,
okay.
you gotta fucking.
Now I'm with you. Now I'm with you.
She's a doll.
You gotta pay
She's a
attention,
nice
my
girl.
dude.
Oh, man, now I got to go to the dive bar.
Worth your time,
Thank you, Ian,
single man.
for writing in. Yeah, I listened to like 9 minutes of that and wanted to stick my gun in my mouth.
90 minutes?
No, 9,
Oh,
which is like half of the first one.
yeah, I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, yeah, that's
can't
okay.
wait.
That's because we're doing a bit.
I can't wait.
We're doing a bit for that. Okay. let's get through the rest of this shit.
It now feels like I've been just sitting on a block of ice. It no longer feels like it's fire. It feels like I'm sitting on a block of ice.
So now your testes are just numb.
Yeah, you're going through the cooling phase. Don't worry, the fire part will come back.
It returns?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I put a lot. I truly spackled my balls.
Yes, you definitely did. Way more than we did.
You did well. I'm proud of you.
And then I did the rub at the last minute, the clockwise rub to get the whole
Did you do
nutsack.
just a dab right in the old pee hole?
No.
Should have. That would have been perfect.
The last
There's still
dab.
time.
There's still time.
The last dab.
Oh, no. That's
Okay, so real quick, let's get through the rest of the news and updates before we get to the topic, because we are hot for time this week.
Yeah.
You can get 10% off anything you buy at the Chain Rant store using the code Satan Claus. SATANCLAUS. It's the most magical time of the year to buy the Chain Rant in your life. A nice fuzzy Chain Rant fleece.
Angel, have you bought the jacket yet? You should.
No,
buy,
I
you should buy the
haven't.
jacket.
I was thinking you might give it to me.
It would look good on you.
But I lost a bet, so you're not going to give it to me for the Tiger Balm.
And the last plug I have is the Dojo U Tuning Clinic is in May, and you can check that out by going to chainrant.com/serviceband.
Yeah, sign up today. It's a great clinic.
Yeah, learn how to tune, man.
You can meet me if you go.
Do everyone's ears a
That's
fucking...
worth it.
Well, that's a reason not to go, but do everyone's ears a favor. Learn how to tune your goddamn bagpipe.
Yeah, for the love of God.
Chainrant.com/serviceband.
Excellent.
All right, so I'm going to give a short break where I pretend like we're talking to the patrons, but we're actually just going to make a nice edit point and then go right into the topic. Isn't that amazing? Isn't editing fantastic?
Editing's awesome.
Oh, this episode of the Chantarant podcast brought to you by the Chantarant store. Buy all your great Chantarant gear and t-shirts and even tank tops for the ladies. It's a hot one out there at this World Pipe Band competition, so don't forget to head to chantarant.com and buy yours today.
And we are back. Thank you for everyone who stuck with us during that fictional break. And hopefully will stick with us to the end of the show and we'll actually hang out and talk to some of you guys. But I want to get right into the topic because I have two people here that I want to make argue. Because it's the Chain Rant podcast.
Make argue. You have two people. It's just Andy and myself.
So the topic of this week is...
Oh, God.
I'm
nervous. I don't know.
what it is.
I want
Bethia?
a...
Is it Bethia?
No, it's not Bethia.
Okay.
I want a post-mortem on the Celtic Thanksgiving concert.
God damn it.
First from the perspective of Angel,
Oh,
the
boy.
bird's eye view as MC, but also, like 15% of the music, so you know how it's supposed to be played.
Almost.
So what are your thoughts on the much anticipated 7th annual Celtic Thanksgiving concert, which we just completed last weekend?
First, I think it was kind of cool that people show up. I think that part's cool. As far as like the entertainment, the dancers were really cool. And being MC at the end of the show, a lot of people came to me and were talking about how great the dancing was. And the soloists, I mean, come on. They're talking about Callum and Andrew because they're great. And man, that was really enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. You did a great job out there. Blah, blah, blah. That was great.
At no point has the band been mentioned yet.
That's exactly the point I'm making. Well, it's nice to hear you guys again, but man, that was really great. It was great to hear Callum. He's such a great piper. And Andrew, man, I had a girl tell me, man,
I will suck his dick for one.
Not quite, but pretty close. Like, he was just super. She was super impressed by the way he plays. In fact, is now stalking him. So I know that.
Is this your wife?
Yeah. No, not even. Yeah. Who knows?
I said it's a 4-way with Angel, his wife, Bethia, and Hoeneke.
Don't put Bethia in there. Don't put Bethia in there. No, but
She's too good.
I will tell you that nothing was really. There were no great praises for the band, and that's kind of sad in a way. But being that I was the MC and I was able to stand there and I had to be at attention, I was able to listen intently. There was no break for me. I was able to listen, and I heard the dog shit that came from our instruments. Now, yeah, that's a little harsh. I know that, but there was some. There were mistakes that were made. And I was back there with Andrew, and he's like, "Ooh," and trying to be polite, like, "Ooh, boy, I wonder if the like, how many times can you say beep, honk, squeak, B instead of A? I mean, how many times can you do that and not have the crowd not hear it. I mean, they eventually start hearing that shit because I was hearing it. There was I don't want to say it because my balls are soaked because of it. The medley was a fucking wreck. The MSR. There were a lot of mistakes that were made that just were a distraction. They were distracting.
The thing that I would say is that the band that shall not be named has a lot of claims to fame. Like like our media presence is super high. The way we kind of use technology to further our band aspirations is pretty high. I would say the third thing that we've managed to do is we've managed to find a way to fuck up simple tunes that I would have never come up with on my own.
The way we look in the public eye, and again, the marketing and the social media, everything we've done, if we could only play as good as we look.
Like I heard a honker during When the Battle's Over, and I'm just like, well, I'm amazed that like you have to try to fuck up some of these things.
That's like fucking up Green Hills.
It's like the kid that does the Scantron and gets it 100% wrong. Like you have to know the answer.
And intentionally pick the wrong.
You have to know the answer to get it that wrong. Like it just blows my fucking mind.
I love the people. I really do. I care about the people that are in that band, and I want to see that band be happy and successful. But what I heard was not happy, successful music. It wasn't. I don't know if it was in the cutting.
In the cutting.
Like
cutting
players?
people?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Or if it was, I can say that because I know you're not a sensitive bitch. I don't know if it was in the cutting or if it was just a lack of practice or they just didn't know the music. They were just learning it. They haven't read it yet.
I have some ideas on this, but
or it could just be nerves. It could be nerves.
Before we get to your ideas, 'cause I'm pretty sure your ideas are gonna go for a minute.
It could be nerves. And understand,
one of the things that I would like to say is we have been criticized before as musical leadership for being too mean and being too much of a dick, and we've really pulled back on that. We've eased up off the throttle of that to like make everyone feel like they have a safe space to play horribly in. And this is the result. Like, the way that I look at it is I have a long enough memory and I have enough patience to where if you think that me easing up off the throttle and just letting you fuck around, if you think that's going to create a safer space where you'll be more likely to practice on your own because you're not afraid of being told that you suck, well, obviously that doesn't work. I gave it a year. So now it's like, okay, so now that we know your way doesn't fucking work, let's try the way that does, which is show up, play well, or sit in the fucking corner and watch.
Yeah, there's a couple. Well, do you want me to go now?
It's all you, buddy. Wait, hold on. We're just gonna take this leash off. Yeah, there we go. Let her rip, boy.
So
do I need to cue up the dubstep?
So no. I'm not in a full rant. Well, be ready just in case I go down the road. But
I'll be ready.
But so let's start with the positives.
That's a very good place to start.
All right, and
I didn't give any of those, and I'm sorry.
So I'm sorry. What?
I just interject. I that's a good place to start because I didn't give any positive towards the band.
Right. I'm about to,
and I should have because there were positives.
Yeah. Let me start with the positives.
Everyone had their shoes on.
Okay, and now on to the next part. So, all right, positives, because the Strasbays and the MSR were pretty good.
The Strasbays overall, our band has a weird thing where we play Strasbays pretty well, which is typically the thing that is like the last thing you do well.
Hard for most people.
Yeah, usually the last thing you do well is play a Strasbay, and we actually kind of kill Strasbay feel.
At this level, we do pretty good for that. Yeah, no, I'm good, Angel. Thank you.
I'm kind of blown away by that being like the hardest thing people are starting to get very easily, but the simple things they're not. Right.
So this we've been down this road a million times, and I have ideas on maybe how we're going to fix that. But a couple things. One, you said so we have two choices. You can be a dick and really hard on people, and then you lose everybody, potentially. People quit, potentially. And I'm going to bring up another thing about that.
I can see where your mind's going on that one.
Or you can be easy on people and they stay and then they make a lot of mistakes. So which one is better and which one's worse, do you think?
They're both wrong.
Yeah, they both suck. Either way, it sucks. Right?
They're both incorrect.
But you recently told me that you had a discussion with somebody.
Good leaders bring people up. So, how do you bring someone up that just won't come up?
Well,
I would say that it's a bit of both, right? Like you have to have the ability to like inspire, educate. I'm here for you. I'm your friend. I'm here to help you. And you also have to be able to flip that switch and say, "What the fuck are you doing, man?"
I got to ask a question. I got to interject it because I just talked about great leaders. Are good leaders now? And I'm using now great leaders.
Yes.
And don't take this wrong. Please don't take this wrong because I mean it sincerely. Do you think Jack Lee could take that band and make that in the last couple of months and make that show not have those fucking mistakes?
No.
That's what I'm getting at, and that's nothing on Jack.
It's nothing on.
It's nothing on you. So I'm trying to figure out.
You got to keep in mind the band's had Jack more than any other band aside from SFU.
You got what I'm saying. You got what I'm saying.
They have more Jack time than any band that's not SFU.
Yeah, so I can't put that on you entirely. What I can do is ask, at what point do you stop cutting? Is it just when it gets down to just you and Josh out on stage playing?
Well, see, that's the thing though. So there's a couple of strategies in mind here as pertains to the concert. Now, Josh and I talked about this. He would have cut more people than I did. We talked about that, or than I did. I mean, thinking back on it, maybe I would have, but it wasn't painfully.
Which is usually
really
the flip. Usually, I'm a little more I give him a shot because what the hell.
Right. And I was definitely that mindset because I want people to have experience before competition.
That's true.
Under pressure. And that's really what I was thinking. Unless they were completely not knowing the music. So
I didn't think about that, but the fact that we're going into a contest season, that actually makes a lot of sense.
That we actually care about.
It's like, what are you going to do? You're going to blow the concert? Everyone's paid anyway. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, like in the end, what do I care? I need them to feel pressure, and the more they
be able to react well.
Right, because we don't want Vegas games to be the first time. Well, the first quote unquote time that that people are
it actually makes more
losing
sense.
their minds.
It makes more sense when you think about it for the drums. Like, I mean,
you
get a lot of new drums.
Yeah, and I mean
they've already played in front of more people than they will at the first contest.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it feels different when you're standing in front of a judge versus an audience. I mean,
well, you can see everybody at a contest. You can't see everybody on a stage.
Right. You almost can't see anybody up there.
Yeah.
For the most part. What were you gonna say?
That's funny you mentioned that. It brings up a different subject. But I was going to allow me to say that have you ever eaten really hot Indian food and gotten it on your lips?
That's the only way I eat things is through my mouth.
I mean, like when you get that real hot burn, the pepper burn, that's kind of where my balls are now. They're not on fire. They've just calmed down to a mild
It settles
roar.
quickly, right? And that's the extra strength.
I don't know how long it's been, but
it's a half hour.
It just feels like I've dipped my balls in hot sauce now. It doesn't feel quite like it did earlier.
That's what we call waking up on a Tuesday at the Chain Rant Podcast. You dip your nuts in hot sauce. I don't know if you realize the things we have to put our bodies through to function on a regular basis.
Jesus, God bless you. Yeah, I think that
this is the show where we like literally had episodes where we were so dead we didn't want to do it, and we just did shots of hot sauce to like wake ourselves up.
Definitely.
What is the God, this is that old story. What is the motivator to get those mistakes, to make that change? What is?
Well, we've been over this a million times.
I know.
Essentially, people's practice strategies are just. They must be wrong.
Is it back to teaching people how to tie their shoes?
Well,
literally, is it back to when you're at home?
I think so. I think that might be part of it because I've noticed. Well, I notice this all the time, but recently, dojo teaching, for example, especially adults, this has been happening so much lately.
Sorry, that was me.
Where
hit my mic.
Like you tell somebody to do something a certain way, you demonstrate it, and they do it a completely different way. They're not listening to exactly what you're saying, and I have to go into like speech mode, like. Do exactly what I'm telling you to do right this second. Don't play it faster. Don't change what you're doing. Don't like you can explain, demonstrate.
Wait, he's almost ready.
You're about to sound, yeah.
And then they completely don't do that, right? So I think
you
what's
sound like Callum,
Fusco,
but
where's
like
your whiskey shot? Because I think now is the time for dubstep Andy.
I'm getting there. You know how I get ramped up.
So save this. So this shot is gonna be yours. This is gonna be yours. When you're ready, you're gonna down it, and I'm gonna cue it. And we're gonna get a dubstep Andy rant.
Okay, it's heading there. So, but my point is, I think in the band, I think that's happening where we've been very specific with how to approach things. I mean, people want it written out in triplicate. Apparently, we've been over that nonsense. But like, you're just not listening.
People are. Here's a problem I have with the culture. The culture is, here are all my excuses why I don't have it correct.
Mm-hmm.
Like here's all the reasons that it's your fault that I'm wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, well, fuck you. Like at the end of the day, like, oh well, if I can't immediately pull up the music with the one grace note that we talked about removed, then it's my fault that I didn't remove that grace note in that week. And it's like, fuck you, man. We changed, like when we were playing with the Breeze, which was easily the shittiest 3B band that entire season because we lost everything.
Lost almost everything, yeah.
We changed the cadence of the Strasbass at each contest, like day of. And it was like this is how we're gonna play it because this judge is playing. This judge is judging, so we're gonna play it more traditional for this guy. And that was it. You heard it, you played it, and you're like, all right, fuck. And guess what? If you didn't make the change, you watched.
Yeah. And nobody complained. There was no
not a single
Not that
complaint.
I ever saw. I mean, maybe behind the scenes I have no idea, but we never saw it, and we never did it.
I traveled 3,000 miles to get cut at the first contest, and I did not bitch.
Did you see the quality of the music that we were reading off of? Like, it was like
it
books
was
from like 1950.
Yeah, it had been photocopied
7,000
times
that you could barely read the music, and you just fucking
you
learn
didn't know
it, man.
You didn't know if the thing behind that note was a dot to
So
hold,
like
or if it was just a loose pixel because it was such a terrible.
You guys got the
fucking-
dead pipe scrolls.
So, yes, exactly. And you know what we did? We fucking listened to how they played it. And we just adjusted to whatever they were doing. Like
This is with jet lag, half in the bag, trying to fuck Irish broads. Like we
trying.
Well, for you succeeded. I wasn't trying.
You weren't
Andy's
trying, but
dick.
you had a girlfriend at the time.
I had a girlfriend at the time. But yeah, it's like one of those things. I'm like, motherfucker. Like,
Well, that's the thing that
I
sends me over the edge.
I can't dumb it down anymore.
Every time, and Angel, you were kind of annoyed the shit out of me last week or whenever. I think it was you. And anytime somebody brings up the music, oh well, that grace note doesn't change, or the reels or whatever that you were looking for music, and you're like, this is wrong. I'm like, it's in there, you
Dude,
fucking idiots.
when
It's
you-
the correct fucking music. I was so annoyed.
When you made the changes to the contest set, I printed out 10 copies at work, stapled them, and handed them to people at practice. Like, you have no excuse to have old music. Here is the fucking music.
Right. And that blows my friggin' mind when people are like
But I feel
playing the wrong grace notes.
I feel like we're responsible for creating that culture.
how do you not? What do you do about that? Like,
I know what you do.
what?
Don't.
You fucking go nuclear.
Don't. I knew you blow up the whole fucking building and start over. That's not what
Hey,
you
guess
do.
what? When you realize the cost of renovation is more than the cost of building a new house, you tear the fucking house down.
Wow. God.
So what are your thoughts on that,
J
Fusco?
Mac. Come with it.
Also, yeah, you might as well have your whiskey shot first.
Am I shooting this?
Are you gonna be able to do this?
Put it down.
think so.
Put it down.
Let me just say this. I think we talked about this a little bit last week with Callum. Americans sometimes are a little particular about their music. You know what I think you got to do? You got to. Most important thing to be a good musician is to listen, use your fucking ears, you motherfuckers, and just follow the fucking leader, man. Like, it's not that difficult. Like at the concert, everybody's asking all these goddamn questions. You don't need questions. All you gotta fucking do is follow the guy in front of you. It doesn't matter. Just do what I fucking do, and everything will be fine, right? Right? Did that work at the concert? Did ever? No.
Not for a fucking minute.
Fucking idiot. So, Angel,
Yeah.
look at the goddamn music. and
Yes.
And don't ask any stupid questions, man. Just figure it out. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
You're a smart guy. What the fuck, motherfuckers? And then the other thing that makes me goddamn crazy is people don't fucking listen, man. Like, when I'm telling you what to do, just do what I'm telling you to fucking do. Don't play it your own way or the different fucking style, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, take
Play
out
it
your
slowly.
fucking earplugs, for God's sake.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Jesus Christ. Take your earplugs out. But, man, just all you gotta do is listen to what the people that know what they're doing tell you to do, and then fucking do it. Angel, do you listen to people that tell you what to do?
Yes, sir.
He doesn't. Angel's the worst offender. He drives me the craziest of all the motherfuckers in this goddamn band. Angel, a week before the show, is like, hey, man, I can play in a goddamn show. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? What the fuck are you talking about a week before the show? I'm going to play goddamn pipes. Explain that to me, you motherfucker. He's got nothing to say. He's awfully quiet over there. God damn it. Angel, what part of you thinks it makes sense to show up a week before the show and play goddamn pipes?
You gotta divert back to the overall band culture.
Oh, yeah, band culture. Well, Angel's a big part of that because he.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
He's all over the goddamn place. Like, be consistent. Listen to what people are telling you to do, and just follow the leader, man. It's not that difficult, is it? It just seems so simple to me. When we play in other bands, that's what we did, and it was a recipe for success. It's not that difficult. It's not rocket science. Thank you. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah, it was pretty good time.
You can hear the same thing over and over and over, but sometimes it just sinks in, and it's like I just had a spiritual experience.
Oh wait, you're gonna change your whole.
That's
style?
That's our new segment we do, which is the dubstep rant.
Fuck me.
No.
Wow, that was something.
So let's get into the negatives of the concert.
Oh wait, those weren't the negatives.
That was the positive. I said I was starting with the positive, didn't I?
Oh shit!
Oh,
that was rough.
Oh fuck! I wasn't expecting that.
So here's the thing. I'm not going to name names, but we deal with this so often. People have no concept of self and where they actually are. We discussed this as it pertains to bollocks and fiddle and having extra people want to do it that just don't have it. Some people just don't have that.
Can I take a quick moment to give a shout out, by the way?
Sure.
To my brother.
Your brother, exactly. I was just gonna say.
Who he came over here when I was finishing the video at 4:00 in the morning, and he got off work. He came over here, watched the first edit to help me fix gaps and shit like that. Went home, slept for 2 or 3 hours, and then I had him come back over here so I could dress him and bring him with me. I was like, oh, by the way, you're learning this song today. So don't get me wrong, the credit is few and far between, but shout out Bullock, fucking killed it.
Yeah, that was pretty
day,
impressive that he showed up that day and did it. Because
Dude,
I had no voice and I couldn't do it.
I was sitting there. I was like, I have no
no backup
cards to
plan.
play.
Yeah,
go
out and do it by yourself. I guess
it's one of those things where I was like, I tend to think of myself as a guy. It's like I have a person for everything. Where it's like, okay, oh fuck, I'm fucked. Let me pull this card out, and it's better to be lucky than good. I'll figure it out. Yeah, no, he fucking helped me out. He did me a true solid. So cheers, Bullock. Yeah, well done, brother.
Yeah,
and also everyone's like, is he gonna do bollocks and fiddle with you guys from now on? Because that was really good. And I was like, we're never doing fucking bollocks and fiddle again.
No, fuck that shit. Tired of this nonsense.
It's too much fucking work.
But yeah, Chris.
Have you ever seen that character Luther? His name is Luther. Is Obama's anger?
His anger consultant or whatever.
Yes,
Key and Peele sketch.
Yes, the Key and Peele.
Oh, it's so good.
And yeah, basically, I just feel like
his anger translator.
Yes, that's right. His anger translator.
Luther, Obama's anger translator.
Yeah, it's a Key and Peele bit. But I'm listening to you right now, and I just feel like you're Callum Beaumont's anger translator. It's like if you have to see it because Obama will say something. Wow, that was loud.
Yeah, it was. I'm really hot. Can you turn the computer down a little bit? That's better. Sorry, go ahead.
He'll say something.
God, we had that the entire time.
Obama will say something like,
fucking noise.
My fellow Americans, I have something I want to share with you. And Luther would be like, listen, motherfuckers, I got something you need to hear. And he'd be standing right next to him, this whole skit, right? But that just kind of, I remember what Callum was saying about just follow someone that is better than you, that you respect. Just follow someone.
I was going to say, he did talk about that.
I listened to it. I remember that stuck in my head out of that episode. But I just feel like you just translated that with the whole dubstep.
We talked about that with Americans too, but people try to reinvent the wheel constantly. You don't have, just do what the guy in front of you is doing that's better than you. And then once you have the skills.
That's not applicable to marching in our band, by the way.
Not that's literally, but I mean, from a playing perspective, the way you attack your practicing strategy sort of perspective. And then once you're good at it, once you have the skills, then you can take that and then get creative at that point. But just why are you getting creative when you don't know anything? Just do what the good guy does.
Yeah, my thoughts on this are, and it's turned into 15 years of throw shit at the wall and see what sticks for me, which is crazy now that I think about how long it's been. But what if my current modality that I'm working on is, what if I just create 6 or 7 good solo players and then tell them to play together? Like, would that be the thing that fixes it? Because there's nowhere to hide at that point.
I don't think so, because we've tried this where we hyper focused on solo competition and stuff, and in the hopes that it was going to bring everybody up, but it's because at that level people's minds are so they only have so much RAM, maybe,
Yeah. That makes sense.
that like doing that really fucks everything up, because they can't. You think they don't know the band music now? You focus on solos.
I mean, we talk about changing the competition music. It's like, yeah, we might as well. Like after this season, might as well change it. No one's fucking learning anyway, except for the drums.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing is you don't want to change everything all at once, but we could definitely start making changes in a year. But I don't
know. Like,
who's still playing that motherfucking low G where there's a low A and vice versa?
I had to leave my skiing dude downstairs. That was mandatory at the concert.
I didn't want to go back on stage and say, wasn't that great, guys?
Well, to be fair, the Strathspeys and the MSR were singing.
Strathspeys were pretty dope.
That was probably it. But the other couple things,
those gave me a half chub.
The other couple things people did well was the turning thing. People got that down pretty quick, and they did a very good job.
What are you
that.
talking about? Marching?
Overall, the way they were supposed to turn. Yeah.
Overall, decent cutoffs. I was pretty happy with cutoffs. I wasn't happy with all the starts, but I was happy with a decent amount of this.
Yeah,
I would say 90% of the stops I was pretty happy with.
Yeah, they were all.
Granted, a lot of people played it too safe, and by the end of the fucking set, we're doing a duet.
Yeah, exactly.
I just can't believe you just said they did a really good job at marching.
They did, because that was a sort of. I'm serious. Like,
I know you are. That's what's fucked up.
It's important to me that they look like they know what they're doing.
I understand.
Yeah, like off step with the drum corps, but not too. I didn't give a shit about that as long as everyone ended up where they needed to be.
Yeah, and they remembered it, and that's what's key. Is like they remembered what they were supposed to do, and they did it. It sounds so simple, but it's not as easy.
You'd be surprised, man. Like I think everyone would be surprised. Like,
I get excited when Lucy remembers to put her left shoe on her left foot and her right foot, right shoe on her right foot. I mean, she's 6, but I get excited because sometimes she gets her left and right mixed up. I don't expect, you can insert any name here in the pipe corps to be able to. I mean, I expect them to know their left foot and their right foot. So it's kind of strange for me. Marching's never been a challenge. I'm not saying I'm great, but I'm saying to hear that is
I've always.
I don't know.
Like,
you do what I'm saying?
I do know. Yeah, okay.
It's just struggles. Man, they did a great job marching. Look, motherfucker, that's like one of the biggest things.
Well, and for me, it makes it easier to play correctly.
It's what it's for.
I play better while I'm moving.
That's what your foot is for.
Even like I played this museum thing today. I played the 2/4 march from our MSR. As part of it, I did not march like at the tempo of the march, but I was moving the entire time, and like that for me, like moving while I play, just keeps me involved, keeps me aware of like where I'm at, my surroundings. I can kind of like turn, hear how the acoustics of my instrument are bouncing off whatever room. Like that's great. I would much rather move. The thing that I hate is when I have to just.
Oh, I hate having to stand there. Yeah.
You don't like standing heels or your heels together?
Yeah, that drives me nuts.
No, I like to be able to move. I always move if I'm soloing.
It's more musical.
I don't know why, I just do.
It's more musical,
years
man.
And years and years ago. You remember Corey? He saw a picture.
Corey,
Dude, VC.
He said to me, I had a picture, it was on Facebook years ago, and he said, put your fucking heels together. And I never forgot that. And I said, geez, because my heels were just like that far apart. He said, that's not how it's done. Put your heels together. So ever since then, that's always stuck in my head. Keep your fucking heels together when you're at attention.
Well, don't lock your knees, but you don't have
no,
to
not
have
your
you don't
knees,
have to have you don't have to have your
put
heels
your
touching.
heels together.
You don't have to have them touch it.
For the most part, people do that pretty well. They don't do the heels together very well, but they do.
And I notice when people aren't doing it, that
at
freaks me out. If your heels are like an inch apart, put your fucking heels together when you're standing there playing.
Yeah, well,
you're
when
now
everyone
the heels together czar. You're the czar of heels together.
I am.
Yeah, what you have to keep in
mind.
mind.
I just don't say anything. Like
what you have to keep in mind is
heels together when you're standing there.
People's pelvises are different sizes, and the width of your pelvis and like your heels are different, and you can cut off a significant amount of circulation if your heels are together and you got a fat fucking ass.
Well, if you have big thighs or if you have huge junk or your thighs are in the way and you can't close your legs, that's one thing.
I can't close my legs because my giant cock.
Yeah, exactly. I know that.
But you can still get your feet
I can
together.
see that when you start to stand together, it just starts to protrude.
You just can't stand with perfect like straight legs. You have to be like offset. So.
Yeah, we always
a
did.
little bit.
Well, we always did like 45s.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Don't lock your knees. Stand at a 45. Don't pass out. Do what the pipe major.
Shoulder square.
For the most part, people are disciplined enough to do
It's
those
like,
things.
well, what do I do if the pipe major's holding his blowpipe and you're not? I'm like, well, if the pipe major's holding his blowpipe, I'm gonna be holding mine. So just fucking do what the fuck the pipe major does. Just follow the leader.
It's not that difficult. Why do
If you
have
could
so
take
many
that,
stupid
if you could
questions?
take that right there.
You know what the
where
fucking
you do the blow stick and then translate that and move that into
Do you know what the
music.
spirit animal? You know what the spirit animal of a pipe band is?
What's
it's a
that?
fucking lemming. Like,
It should be.
like our mascot shouldn't be a bighorn sheep with some non-existent tail that I don't understand. It should be a lemming. Like that is the unofficial mascot of pipe bands everywhere. Just be a lemming. Fucking follow the leader.
Hey, can I take this time, since I doubt anybody at the concert was probably listening to this shit show, but if they are, I just want to be exonerated. I need to say this because I feel like a complete heel. I got out. We got done, right? I jumped.
Heel,
in.
like in the wrestling sense?
Heel is in like a fucking dumbass. So I literally jumped in at the last minute. We were playing out that 3-4 up the steps out into the lobby. And when I got out there, Braden's lovely young bride, I just forgot her name.
Oh shit! I know where you're going.
Braden's lovely young bride came out to tell me something. In the show, at the opening of the show, I go out there and I just look out at everybody and just kind of smile, and the applause starts and they start to speak. Shortly after I start, the introduction, I hear a guy going, "Boo, boo, boo," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I literally said, "Really, we're gonna start booing already? All right." Well, anyway, moving smartly along, and let me tell you about what we have to offer tonight. Everything is fine. I don't think anything later. Box and fiddle comes out. Dumbass that I am, I forget to give them the mic. I'll leave it out there for them to do their singing. Okay. They leave the mic out there on the mic stand on the stage. After their bit, I'm looking in the back stage, back left, going, where the hell is the mic? And I remember it's out on the stage. So I go out there, but that's like almost 10 Mississippi or 8 Mississippi.
I remember,
dead air forever, which is the
stage.
worst thing.
So in future show business, you always strike stands if you're only using a stand, and it's always to the left hand if you're facing the audience.
So I go out to, thank you. I go out to get the mic, and I say, "I'm so sorry, folks, moving," and I start talking. Dead air, the worst thing in the world in a show. So immediately I hear it again, boo, boo, and I was like, I couldn't hold back. I said, "Oh, really? We're gonna boo? Well, boo back at you." Anyway, so moving right along. I know it's so fucked up. I know. The show, Braden's lovely bride comes up to me and says, "Angel, no one was booing you. That was an autistic man. He was a man with autism that was just excited to hear the pipes, and he made those sounds when he was ready to hear music."
It could have been a deaf person. It could have been anything.
It was
What?
a disabled. It was this autistic. He's a grown man. He was out there making sounds, but I thought he was booing me. And Andrew,
That's why you never engage.
I know that, but I couldn't help it. I was like, this fucking guy won't stop. Andrew Hoeineke knew, and he was standing out there. He was about to do his drum solo, and he looked out. I told him about it. He goes, "Oh yeah, I saw the disabled guy out there." I tried just to ignore him because I wanted to, do my performance and not be distracted by it. Like, really, motherfucker? You saw him? I didn't see him. I'm standing out there. I didn't see him. I'm looking around, smiling, looking for the guy who's the heckler. Who's the fucking heckler out here? Come up here, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And it's just this nice disabled man
a nice autistic guy in the wheelchair seats that is apparently your heckler you've been looking for.
And not only did when she told me that, I said, I could have gone my entire life without you telling me that. I could have just gone in absolute ignorance and lived a happy life.
I dare say you owe that gentleman a coffee.
And that's what first I owe him an apology. I did not know that you were a disabled man, excited to hear pipes and making the sounds that you make. So please let me formally apologize.
He's not listening to this.
His mother might be. I doubt it, but
if he
someone
is, he's
might
saying
know.
boo.
Where's the pipes? Boo.
Somewhere out there, there's a man saying
what
boo,
a
Angel.
fucking asshole.
We could find this person if you want.
No,
if you want
no,
to
I'm
true
good.
mea culpa.
I think this is good. This is my confessional.
We could do a true. Well, yeah, it's because this is an easy way for you to do it.
Dear
it's
Lord.
easy. It's easy to do it to a faceless audience.
What's more embarrassing, Angel?
I'm not putting any more tiger balm
But if
on my
I
soul or my balls.
It's easy. It's
I'm
easy
done.
it's easy to apologize to a faceless audience and the person that you've slighted not being in that audience. But we could just have this guy on and we could hang out.
That's great. Let's end it right there.
He's probably
We've gone as far as we're going to go with this.
He's probably a nice dude.
I have a question. What's more embarrassing, Angel? You arguing with a disabled adults
arguing.
or on stage,
Well, one of them had a microphone, so it wasn't a fair fight.
or our medley performance.
Ugly. What's worse?
What was more embarrassing?
Honestly, the medley performance. I swear on my children. I swear to you, it really was. I was back there with Andrew going.
He swears on his children, the ones he knows about and the ones he doesn't.
Even the ones I don't know about. I tell you, I sat back there. I was with Andrew. I was like, God, ouch, oh, and he's just sitting there holding his drum, kind of just going, ooh, oh, being very polite. Like, oh. I said, Andrew, did you hear that? He said, yes. It was a little rough.
I don't remember it being awful until the first reel. That's the only one I remember being particularly terrible. It was such a blur, and I was like, "What?"
Here's
probably a lot of mistakes. I just don't remember them in particular.
Like the way I put
It's like date rape.
Was it like squeaking and squawking? Was it wrong?
Oh, that's the word we don't use.
We don't use the R word on the show. Either
terrible,
we don't use. There's two R words.
Terrible
we don't
thing
use.
that we just don't want to remember.
There's two R words we don't use on the show.
Mind makes us forget it.
It's one of those things where Here's how I justify this with my own personal code. I would have done more savage cuts. Those more savage cuts would have resulted in literally me and you
A
playing
small sound.
That's
all
the
the competition
A very
material.
small sound.
We did that
once
last year.
we get to a point where it's me, you, and Daniela playing everything, stop doing the concert. Like, there's no point for me to do a concert if you're just gonna fuck up Scott and the Brave.
I have to agree
I
with
don't
that
remember if
last
Scott and
sentence.
Brave got screwed up.
And this was a real conversation we had at a management level, like at a not a musical management level, but like at a board level, where it's like we shouldn't film the band stuff because they're like, oh well, we got to cut costs, and like, you know, the filming of the concert is a big cost, and it's like there's no point in filming it because I'm not going to publish anything that the band performs.
Well, we have to listen to it, but probably not.
I listen to it. Trust me.
Generally speaking, that's been true for a couple
And
of years.
it's like I'm not gonna. There's no point in paying for someone to edit a video of a performance that I'm not willing to release to the public.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah. It's well, what do you do about it? That's really the important thing. So I only have one last tactic that we haven't tried. Well, we haven't done it in a long time.
Threaten family members?
No.
I've tried that.
Hire good players to play with us. No, I'm just kidding.
Bring in Rab and Stewart.
Bring in ringers. Yeah, we'll bring in Rab.
Rab's in the chat box, by the way. That's why I
Is he?
had to throw him a bone as our snare ringer.
Is he there? Is he here?
Yeah, he's watching.
I love that guy.
But yeah,
I really do.
My last method
He's
is
a
this,
classy guy.
and we're gonna
you guys
start doing
almost
this
got there.
in January. Is
And then you
we used to do this? What band used to do this? I can't remember now. But essentially, when we're standing in a circle playing pipes, whoever's basically fucking it up. Like, I don't think Jack would subscribe to this, but I can't. I gotta try something else. Is as soon as you start fucking up, like, all right, go grab your practice tuner, go play. Oh, this was Hoynigan I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That's
we should absolutely do that.
This is what they do in Chicago. That's what it was. And I think Seamus used to do this too.
And that's toned down because my pick was push-ups or wall sits.
You're never gonna get these people to do that.
Then you should quit. Like
JJC, they did that?
He would do stuff like that. Like, if you're struggling on the pipes, like, just go play along with us in the practice chair.
if you're not
There
going
was
to
a few guys that would just like play the entire band, like Pileski, for example. He kind of played with them for a bit. Like, he spent 99% of the practices on the practice channel because he couldn't really play it. So
if you're not going
love
to
you,
do
Eric
if you're not going to
Pileski,
do
if you're not
push-ups or
listening.
wall sits, in my opinion. Oh, he texted me today, by the way. He's doing very
How's he?
well.
Oh, God bless him.
I'm
You're a
he's
good guy.
might come down and see us in April. But yeah, if you're not going to do push-ups or wall sits because you're too proud, you shouldn't be in a band.
I don't know. Like, I could go either way on that one. But I do think
I think that's the thing I want to
you
kill.
could do that with the kids for sure.
The thing that I want to kill in every single person that I play with is pride.
Well, you gotta. I understand that
Like, if I can kill your pride, you will perform.
I don't know if I agree.
People are too proud to do things well because they think everything's either above them or everything's below them, but there's nothing on their level.
That's true. That's a
I
good
think
point.
this goes back to, God damn, it's been a million years. It was an episode when Lauren really took off on the subject of practicing and the importance of practice and just playing pipes in Las Vegas, and I think that
Practicing well.
Yeah, I think that the priority isn't necessarily there. I took it upon myself just recently. In fact, Andy said, "Stop fucking texting me. You're supposed to." I said, "I don't give a shit." I said,
Send it to me.
I said, I'm going to. I've never done this 100-day challenge. You know,
should.
in the piping thing.
It's good fun.
Well, I started it already, and now we're on day 6. I just started it, but I said, well, what am I going to get out of this? What am I going to get out of this besides just repetitive playing? And
What are you going to get out of it? You're going to play a thing. You're going to do a thing you like to do every day.
that's the bottom line, and I'm going to play a lot of music that I like to play. So
I think people forget
in the
that.
end, I think there are other benefits. I believe in Andy. I have faith that what he's I know, don't look at me crazy. I believe that him telling me that it'll be better for you in the end. You'll gain something from this.
Oh, you definitely will.
So
you
why the
believe
hell?
in,
Why
you
not
believe
do
in
it?
him as an instructor.
God, I hate that word.
Instructor?
Him.
Oh.
No. Yes.
Okay, you
As a-
believe
I
in her.
I
You believe in her as an
instructor.
instructor.
So
She is mine.
so I'll be done in March.
So, okay, a couple
give it a
things about
shot.
that, Angel. I have a couple questions. One, I want to congratulate Bill and Rick for both completing 100-day challenge.
Oh, they just did it?
They just finished it. It was
They
a
did.
day or two after the
Yep.
concert.
Knuckles.
And I failed the 100-day challenge because I got so fucking sick last week. I didn't play for a week. Like, I was on, like, day 92.
You have to start
I know.
over.
I was on, like, day 92.
You
I
have
was
to
sick.
start over.
I know you
Oh, it was-
fucking you.
You can do it.
Like, I
Start
thought
over.
about it on Monday. I was like, maybe I could go play. I'm like,
Start.
All you had to do was play Green Hills, dude. Put them together and put Green Hills. That's if
No, the
but
problem
I
is
haven't
you
had
don't
days
wanna-
like
that
that
in my
yet.
place. I have to leave. I have to go somewhere
Also,
to do it. I
He's
don't know.
106 temperature. He's
Well, it's not
sweating.
even
and
that.
can't
You
talk.
also don't want to blow sickness
Bad shit
into
inside
Into my
your
pipes. I
fucking
didn't wanna
plant,
do
and then
that,
you're
yeah.
spraying them out.
But anyway, I want to say that. But
I'm assuming that's why you and Callum were fucking with mine instead of playing yours.
no, he played mine because yours were such disastrous.
No,
maintenance.
mine sang. Mine were amazing.
Their
My balls
maintenance
are
is
better,
terrible.
by the way.
But that's not my point. I have a question for Angel.
Yeah.
Is why did you disappear for so long? Why did you like step back from the band? Piping wise, I mean.
I'm actually interested because we talked about me doing a similar thing. So I'm interested to see what you think.
You've been until the concert. You basically, I mean, you'll show up to like gigs now and again if I need you or whatever.
You call me, I show up, and if I can't, I'll
but
tell
you
you.
haven't been to practice
in a coon's age
intentionally.
for a long
Like you
time.
made a point to not come. Why?
Honestly, I hate
No,
to say
lie
this.
to me.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Andy. I did that. I was interviewing this employee this potential candidate the other day, and I sat down with him and said, "All right, tell me your lies." That's the first thing I said. Anyway,
I love that question.
So, God damn it! I guess it's just get naked here. It's kind of
How
like
are your balls?
my balls are great, thank you. They're down to just like warm water. It's like they're sitting in warm water, like in a hot
It's
tub.
kind of nice now.
It's kind of like a hot tub, but it's just in the ball region. So the rest of me isn't, enjoying it as much.
Also,
Go back to your statement. I want to
Also,
hear,
is
I wanna
now
hear
a
the
good
answer
time
to
for me
this.
to start recording?
I hate you.
No, yeah, go back to your bit, man.
I think that it's kind of the same thing as I felt, the same way I felt when I was on stage during the medley, backstage. At one point, I was thinking to myself, I don't feel like I'm getting better, and I don't feel like I'm contributing, and I don't want to play in this circle. I just don't like it. I'm not liking it. I'm not better than anyone. I'm just not liking it.
Liking what about it? The personalities,
sound.
the playing, the what?
Mostly 99% of it is 95%.
It's a lot of
it.
work to not have fun.
Yeah.
Well, what's fun for you though? What makes playing in the band fun for you?
When I am being pushed, and pushed in a good way. When I feel like I'm being pushed, if I'm playing something, and I've done this with you when you're not completely being a dickhead, like we'll play something
It's a
together.
rare occasion.
We'll play something together, and it'll be great or it'll be good, okay. And we'll play something else, and that won't be quite as good. There'll be a couple of catches or something along the way, and you'll say, no, go back and do that again, and we'll blow up again. We'll start playing it again. I remember doing this with you years ago, or a couple of years back, when we were playing the medley, and it was a different medley, and it was like really not bad. He even said it was like, hey, that wasn't a bad run. And 20 minutes later, I was playing with a band, and it was just a fuck fest. It's like when you have mediocre talent and you put it together, it just gets so bad, exponentially horrible. Mm-hmm. And that kind of, I don't want to say it's embarrassing, but it's tough. It doesn't make it fun. And when you interviewed me a long time ago on Inside the Circle, you asked me, what's this all about? What do you love about it? And I said, the music. I love the music. I love the way it sounds. And if I don't like the way it sounds, and if I'm contributing to the way I don't like it sounds, I'm getting the fuck out. And that's kind of what I did. And I said, that's bullshit. Where am I in the tough times? I've been gone long enough. Where am I in the tough times? I love piping. I know where to go. I'm on this island. I got to go to Arizona. Where am I going to go? Somewhere in Southern California. So I have nowhere to go. So why don't I come back and play the drums? That's literally what I said to myself. Why don't I come back and play the drums?
Why would that be any different? Why would that be
because it's completely different. It would be completely different because it's completely
presents
different.
A challenge.
There's a big challenge starting ground one with a bunch of different people.
And it fills a need, technically.
So at that part of it, I know I'm capable, and I want to do that. And now I'm back in there, and I was playing a little bit of pipes, and I'm like, fuck, I do miss these people. But I just wish it was better. That's
been my mantra for like
I miss these
years.
people, but fuck, I wish it was better. And I don't know. I think if
I'm trying hard to get some good players back.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. I think that it's a unique problem, but only really to our area. Like you talked about the island, right? Or like if I don't want to play here because I don't like it, what do I do?
Where do you go?
You go to Emerald Society, Angel.
And I feel like that's well, I mean, and this is not to shit talk anybody, but that happens. Like it's not to shit talk anybody, but it happens to where it's like, okay, I am not enjoying this. Where do I go? Versus what we've been stuck with, which is no one's enjoying this. Everyone's leaving. How do we fix this?
I have to say something. Okay, maybe my mind and my perception was a little different. My perspective was a little more novice, a little bit. Several years ago, but I have to say the sound when we had Eric, Buggy, Corey, Danny, I mean all these other people in this other band,
a lot of really high tier players.
It just was a better sound.
I don't know about sound.
Well, the tone wasn't as good as it is now, in my opinion, because we didn't know enough.
The playing was better.
We didn't know enough about proper tone at that time, in my opinion.
Okay,
but I would also say the music was good because you had people that had more than 1 year experience.
And so I guess I feel kind of like a shithead because I'm not some great piper, but I feel like a shithead saying, I don't want to play with this anymore. It just sucks.
Do you feel like a shithead because you cut and run and left us holding the basket?
Kinda.
Yeah, you motherfucker.
Kinda.
Hold on, hit that dubstep music again. I gotta fucking.
Oh God, damn it!
Oh, you really want to do it again?
Really, dude? I put shit on my balls. What else do you want from me?
Are you ready?
I'm not. I'm not.
So, one of the things that bothers me is loyalty issues.
Oh.
So you're trying to create good music with your friends.
I'm back.
Angel, we've known Angel for a long time. He's a good dude. We enjoy his company.
I'm back.
The three of us, we've had Braden in the past. We've had Pulaski, like people that were our good buds, and stuff. And then, how long till it drops?
It's about to come.
Okay, so. And then something happens like Angel motherfucker decides I'm too good for this nonsense. I don't want to play with these cunts anymore. And he's like, fuck you guys, I'm out. And then a year later he's like, hey,
you guys fixed everything.
Hey, you fixed everything. I can jump back in a week before the fucking concert and not learn the medley. That's cool. No problem. I'll just do that. While we're sitting there doing all the goddamn work, suffering through every weekly practice, trying to find ways to get these people to play something without a goddamn
Do you have any idea how many goddamn solo lessons I had to do with people that didn't know fucking Green Hills?
When they're still making mistakes in Battle Zor, like, for fuck's sake, man, it's a goddamn low A, not a low G. I don't know how many times we got to be over this.
I'm cutting Duncan McInnes from the set. I'm cutting it from the set.
It's
It causes me more pain.
Is there an easier 2-4 march on the planet than fucking Duncan
It
McGinnis?
causes me more pain
No,
that
there
people still fucking play an A where there's a G than it did anytime any of my relatives have died in the history of my life. I don't care.
I thought we got rid of that problem because the one guy stopped.
I
playing
love
with
my
us.
mother. If she got shot in the face tomorrow, it'd bother me less than this fucking low G, low A fiasco.
I can't understand why people can't get the fucking thing right. It's the easiest tune on the fucking planet. We even made it easier by taking the burl out of the motherfucking second part.
We should get all the embellishments, motherfucker.
I want to take the
strip it down to
dedoubling out of the
nothing.
third part. Like, how much do we have to strip this thing before
stripped
people
it to
can get it right?
nothing.
I know,
It's not.
but I'm
fun
okay
to
with
play.
that. Stuart Little says it's okay. Strip it all out. Make it fucking easy for a band play. But for fuck's sake,
It'll
Angel,
sound better.
I have a problem with your loyalty to this thing we're trying to create. You're supposed to be one of us, and you fucking left us high and dry. And some people didn't want you back. I'm not going to say who sitting across the table from me.
Let it be heard, fucker.
Way to try to throw me under the bus, but I said the most loyal person is the person that knew they fucked up and came back anyway.
Well, they become the most loyal person at that point. Absolutely, 100% true.
I'm back.
In mafia culture, the guy that fucked up but came back anyway, and he's like, hey, maybe I'm gonna walk into this room and get shot. Maybe I'm gonna walk in this room and get a hug. I don't know.
It's been a long time since I wore this. I don't wear it very frequently.
That is-
At all, and I'm wearing it again.
That is the fucking guy. And this Angel is the fucking guy.
Is Angel that guy?
I'm that guy.
I don't know if he is though.
I know.
We'll see.
Time
He
will tell.
put Tiger Balm on his nuts.
Fuck.
He emceed our concert. He fucking now.
Just wait till his next
all three
goddamn
of us
schedule
concert.
change and
Dude. You know what? When Jack explained on his episode, which made me a patron, by the way,
Angel.
when he explained, the band comes first, the band comes first, the band comes first. And when it's a band situation, the band comes first. But before the band, when I'm getting ready to go to work and I have to run a fucking thing, that has to happen. And if they say to me, hey, guess what? In 2 weeks from now, we actually need you to run this thing on this day and not this day just because of somebody just lost their vision, which actually happened. I gotta go.
Here's what I will say about.
That's just life.
Here's
Yeah,
what
we're
I'll
not
say
arguing
about.
with
Here's
that.
what I'll say about this man right here. He took his cuts.
Oh fuck! I've been cut.
He
what do you mean took his cuts?
like if you're
Talking
Yakuza.
about boxing
No, if you're
or
Yakuza.
baseball? He took his cuts.
And you fuck up too much. Yeah, you take your 100 cuts, right? Like literally, I slice you,
You cuts? No,
or I take a
But
finger.
what has he
take
done?
a finger or something. He's taking his cuts. He's good.
I've been hurt.
Let's
I've been
go back
put,
to that
I've
time.
been put through the fire.
He put Tiger Balm on his nuts.
I've been put
he
through
came
the
on
fire.
Chain Rant podcast. He emceed the show when he could have just said fuck yourselves.
I did send that message that morning though. That was funny to me. Sorry.
Like Angel is back, baby.
I'm back.
I hope so.
Hey,
trying to by the
much
way-
like John Wick, people keep asking me, is Angel back? And yeah, I'm thinking he's back.
By the way, I'm trying to get Braden back desperately.
God, that would be a gift.
I'm happy to have Zach
like
and
Braden.
Mars, but if Braden would come back, that'd
That would
be
be even
amazing.
better.
I know. Marcy
having
and Zach
Zach
in
and
the
Mars
band.
back is-
Oh, that's a real big
Dude,
deal.
we're literally getting the band
The
back
fucking
together.
guy.
I know it's like the old school. When are we gonna ask Graham to come back?
I like the never. I'm leaving.
Never
I love you,
happened.
Graham. But the
He would half the other band would leave. All
the New
all the nice
Zealander.
people would
I
leave.
like that kid.
Oh,
he's a good
Tim,
dude.
dude,
He's
that
sharp.
guy is
And,
dude, fucking Mike,
Yes,
amazing.
you're
Mike's real good. Yeah.
The new
yes,
tip, yeah.
yes, he is. He
So-
really is.
But I want to build.
and I like the way he talks to me when I'm learning in there in the circle.
Here's
If you go to the circle when you drum,
What does he say?
he's just nice.
Yeah.
He's got a nice approach.
No.
I mean,
Mike's
if he
good,
could,
man.
if he could look at feet, that'd be amazing. But
Yeah, he's got his things.
head in the drum,
I-
it happens. No worries.
I just like the guy. I like
Here's
his
the
approach.
thing: the new modality, the new mix up, the new format that we're taking, because we've tried fucking everything at this point. We've thrown every possible format. We've tried to be. We're Facebook. You can sit on a squishy ball and sleep in a pod when you don't want to work. We've tried. We're the military and you got to show up on time. Let's just take a mob mentality.
Like beat the fuck out of people. Like beat them up.
Jump you in, jump you out, baby.
That's actually a good segue to a story Angel that I'm interested about Angel to talk about. And maybe it might turn into a dubstep rant for Angel. We'll see. But remember that time?
Angel, do you want your own dubstep ramp? I can
I
queue it up.
kind of remember.
I don't know if I need
see
one.
where this is going to go.
Pretty soft spirited.
I kind of remember when Angel kind of stopped showing up. Do you remember what it was? Remember you got lambasted by a couple people in the band?
Oh,
And you were super pissed about
I
it.
actually remember this moment.
I
And
don't remember. I don't
That's
really remember
kinda
too
when he
much.
stopped showing up.
also, I would say you had a right to be pissed.
I don't remember quite what you're talking about. I do remember.
Yes, you do.
I do remember.
Because you called me like on the way home from practice.
I do remember talking.
Are you ready for this?
I don't know what you're planning, but I
Are
do
you,
know.
Are you trying to do? Are you going to do a dubstep rant?
I don't think I'm going to do it, but I am going to. I will
Go ahead.
express myself.
Go ahead. Start slow.
I think that. I don't know. I think that at a time that was a period. I remember what you're talking about. 'Cause
We're
that was a
beating this
period in
bit
my
to
life.
death.
I spent a lot of time in this band. I spent a lot of time on
Earned your bones a little bit.
Yeah,
over the years.
I did.
I'll let you know when the drop's coming.
And I felt that I had done a decent job. You know, I felt like I was not necessarily a pillar, but definitely a cornerstone in the
for
pipe
sure.
core. And I think that when some dumb motherfucking newbie comes along and tries to tell me what to do,
What
he's
did he
lost
say?
his fucking mind. I don't even remember what was said. I just know that I sat there going, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" I was in this band when you were. I ain't gonna say that.
Say it.
No,
don't say it.
No, he knows.
We can bleep it. We can bleep
Yeah.
it. Just
Yeah,
go.
I was in the band doing things in this band before you were even near the band. You didn't even know what bagpipes were. You were still. Next thing you're down here busting my balls. Are you fucking crazy? There's no love there. Show love. I know you're stressed. I know you're emotional. Back the fuck off.
I agree. So that was good, Angel.
So I decided at that point, I don't like the direction this is going. Not for me. And I certainly see that there's other people.
This is the big thing that is interesting because the guys
God,
like
I
you
went
and
too
me,
far there.
the guys like no,
it's
we'll
good.
we'll
No,
bleep that one spot
I-
thing
yeah.
out.
I'm editing this one. You're good.
Please.
So-
Yeah, please. I like the guy's a good guy.
No, it'll just be. And then.
But we have like it's like a tale of two cities here. A little bit where we have half the group has a certain mentality and the other half has this other mentality, right?
Yeah.
And for the first time, this crew, if you will, this sort of level of mentality, us, the Pileskis, that type, our sense of humor and all that kind of stuff went like we were suddenly the minority, right? In a way,
I know
or at least
exactly
it
what you're
felt
saying.
like it in a way.
Yes.
Because like all of a sudden, like Angels being lambasted. And I remember like listening to this. I was sitting there watching it happen. I'm like, he should not be talking to him this way. Like maybe, like I'm a dick to Angel, and I'm maybe the only one who can probably get away with it reasonably. Maybe you.
I would have said to either one of you,
You would have
I
said
hear
the
what you're
fuck
saying
off.
later on. I would have said, I got what you guys are saying. Go ahead and put it in your ass. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Lighten up.
But not from
Not
somebody
from
that's like
this motherfucker
And this is
who
the thing we're dealing with.
doesn't
is-
even know what a grip is.
Dude, try being a Sarge in this whole fucking scenario, and I'm just
Get your
like,
E-doublings down before you fucking say my name.
I'm a Sarge. I'm so Sarge sitting
stupid.
here, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna let this ride. Well,
I just sat and totally watched it happen.
I I thoroughly enjoy chaos. I can't help myself.
It was fun to watch.
Here's what I think. The pipe band is an interesting mix of hierarchy and anarchy.
I like that.
There's at the end of the day, there's a couple people in charge, but in the meantime, y'all just fight down below to figure out who's who in the pecking order. I mean, especially like it's a pack mentality. It's like training a bunch of fucking dogs.
Is it though?
Yeah, like one person's obvious, like one or two people are obviously the alphas, and then it's like, okay, now the rest of y'all bite each other until you figure out where you are.
You got me thinking about that. I'm sorry. You got me thinking about that situation now. I'm playing it over in my head.
And now
That
you're
was
getting
a
all
good-
fired up.
And I'm just
Do I
like,
need to dubstep
God
you
damn-
again?
No. I'm gonna stay the fuck out of that place.
Well,
I'm coming back to it. I'm coming back to a good place in my head.
Point that's interesting about this is how suddenly we were on the. Well, I would call like this what it felt like to be a minority in a way in this situation, which we've never had before. We've always been 100%.
Are you calling yourself a minority?
in
I've always
the
thought she was-
minority,
I always thought of you as a brother.
Angel's right there.
minority of mentality. within
Angel's
the
right there in
organization.
your car. You.
I always thought you.
Are you
think
not
about it.
woke?
Think
are, you
about
not
it.
are you not hashtag woke, Fusco?
Think
For
about,
fuck's sake.
hold on. Think about what happened with Angel when he was at practice last week. When we started, I forget what you said, but you were making like all kinds of like offensive jokes.
I
and
started
stuff.
making
And
jokes.
and one of those people who's now back to being a minority again was super like annoyed at you for saying those things. Right?
Yeah, you go fuck.
And it's like who? Like,
It's a band.
Come
dude.
on.
cares? Like it's not that big a deal.
You know what this ties very immediately into the whole like sheep, dog, wolf mentality, where it's just like there's a lot of people. There's some like I don't like that, and I should be protected from that. It's like, no, you just deal with it.
Just deal with like it's not that big a deal.
It's the world. Just deal with it. Like, sorry guys, shit happens. What are you gonna do? If my friend Angel here makes a joke that somehow offends you, fucking adjust your paradigm or suck it up. I don't give a shit. Like,
Thank you.
I'm offended constantly by your playing, and you don't hear me complain. Like,
Well, actually, we do.
I have to.
I'm offended constantly by your lack of attention to detail when it comes to the instrument and the music to which we try to represent. But you don't hear me whinging about it except for once a week at patreon.com/chanarant.
Well, you too can listen to us whinge once a week live on video.
Bethia says she's in love with you, by the way. Should we
she's
close the
the
show out so that you guys can have
You
your
guys want to have
your
a private phone call?
Yeah.
Finally. But
Okay, so I feel like the theme of this episode, if I could say it had a theme, kind of covers 3 topics that I want to get more into on a different day. But it kind of covers the topic of 1, standing by your word and burning your nuts,
Good job, Angel.
which I appreciate.
Good job, Angel.
The reason that I love
Thank
Angel,
you.
well, one of the many reasons that I love Angel is because Angel is a piper.
He is. He's definitely not a drummer.
Well, it's not even that. He's not a person who plays bagpipes. He's not like he is a person who, in my mind, like us, is a piper. Like you tough it out, you suck it up, you get through the game.
He definitely is. I agree. And he's a member of the Spirit of 76 Pipe Band.
God damn it! Stop saying that name. I don't know who they are.
Joe
I'm
W.
not in any way.
Joe W. is pretty upset that you got picked and he didn't.
Yeah, like apparently you're in the group and he's not, and he's very upset.
As if.
What do you mean?
As if Joe Brady didn't realize that Angel's not the one that does our content.
Is
So
Joe
you're-
Brady
you're
on
not
there?
Gonna get a
No,
thing.
Joseph Williams.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
But yeah,
But
no.
Joe, you realize they had a minimum number of black people they had to have in the band.
I'm
So
a quota.
He's a quota. So
J
don't
Dub,
feel
just
too bad.
relax, bro. I'm just a quota.
Well, he's not a diversity hire to us.
Stop it! Don't stop. Spirited nothing. Don't use that. The
He's
band that
just-
shall never be named. Okay,
he's just our
Don't
friend.
mention that.
By the way,
And,
did you get
uh,
your T-shirt in the mail?
I don't know what you're talking about.
But I would say that Angel is
So jealous.
not only married to my
Nice. You should see these.
not only married to my spirit animal,
really nice.
but also just a good dude who
Thank you.
gets it. And I could see how the transition between like I don't want to equate it to anything political, so I'm not going to. But it's like the transition between like this is what it's supposed to be, and you have a bunch of new people that don't understand but think they do.
Mm-hmm.
I could see how that
Or
could
they
turn.
try to run a pipe band like it's a
It's just
something else.
people who try to run a pipe band that don't know how to do, or people that try to be students. I mean, it's not even about management. I think overall management of the band that shall not be named has been superb and taken us further. Like it's gotten us more grants, it's gotten us more exposure. Like I think on the management level, it's actually been better than ever. It's just on the playing level that's like people forget that, you know, at the end of the day you have to produce good music. Actually, preferably at the beginning, middle, and end of the day, you produce good music, and that's hard. And yeah, I feel like there's just a lot of conversation about, well, how do we make this more PC, or how do we do this? Like,
Fuck off and play the music.
just fuck off and play the music.
Follow somebody,
Yeah,
like Callum said.
like Callum said.
Follow
off.
the guy.
Fuck
off.
off. Follow
yeah.
somebody.
Well, he didn't say fuck off, but I wish he had. But no, like at the end of the day, like just follow the person that's better than you,
Yeah, and
and focus on that.
Stop overthinking it.
Focus on the fun part of this.
Andrew are the ones that talk about this 100-day challenge, and that was really my inspiration.
Like the fun part of this whole thing is creating tones that are pleasant to
Fusco
the ear.
and fuckhead. What's
Whether it's in front of
Douglas,
people or
Mr.
not in
Douglas.
front of people. Whether it's in front of people or not in front of people, just create a tone that is pleasant to the ear. That's my final thought, but I want to go to Fusco. Fusco, what's your final thought?
I also agree tone is very important, and you can find out more and get better at tone by going to channerant.com
do you actually know the link?
service band.
Oh, there you go.
And sign up for the tuning clinic in Albany, New York in early May, which Angel won't be able to go to, and unfortunately
Doesn't need to.
is the reason that I'm not a Spirit of 76 member.
God damn it! Stop saying that.
By the way, Joe, I could call Joe Brady right now and he would put me in the group. I know that's going to upset you.
That's ugly. Why would you do that? Even though it's true.
He probably wouldn't. I don't know. Joe might. I don't know.
got the
Who
sheet
knows?
music.
But anyway, tuning
Yeah,
clinic.
I could too if I wanted to play with a bunch of leftovers. But I'm
Angel's
I'm
definitely-
trying to build a band here.
Angel's definitely third string in that group for
Oh
sure.
fuck yeah! I know I am.
I'm trying to build a band instead of jerking off Lady Liberty.
But see, I know that. I know what I am, so I'm in a good position. I'm in a good position. I know what I am, so I know.
Hey man, just hide in the back like I did the year I went.
God, that fucking black bear is the only one that really got me going.
Dude,
That's insane.
Just
At that
fake
time.
it. That's what I did. It's so
just-
fast.
it
You'll never be able to
So
play.
Hit those keys,
Fusco's
just-
final thought is, it's so fast, just fake it. Like the sex life.
Like, exactly.
Angel,
Yeah.
any final thoughts for our Channerant audience before we cut and we'll talk to some patrons?
Sure. All those guys out there listening right now, I really just want to tell you, don't put Tiger Balm on your balls.
How's your sack?
My sack is better, but it's been, how long have we been running? So I that's a long time to have that kind of pain. And I will never make that wager with you again, Andy. I can guarantee you that'll never happen.
He didn't say he'll just learn the medley.
Yeah. Why not just learn the medley?
He said he won't bet you.
Why not
again.
be part of it?
Absolutely.
Because we're gonna actually place next year. Our goal is to place.
Oh, we're gonna.
I will
happen.
absolutely learn the medley. And
We're only gonna place if you
on the drums.
disavow yourself of this dumbass drum notion and play pipe.
wow. I didn't know it was going to be an intervention. I thought it was kind of just a podcast.
We're gonna win in Vegas anyway because we're gonna have all kinds of ringers.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly in Stuart Little.
Oh, that's funny.
So no, you're not playing drums. So learn the medley.
I love being here with you guys. It's cool to be back.
It's good to have you back.
We'll see you in another 90 episodes.
It's something like that. It's just like my band.
And I'll see you at band
Band
practice
rehersal.
next November.
I'll see you.
Yeah, it's like my band rehearsal attendance.
November 1st.
Seeing 90 fucking
Angel
episodes.
shows up right before the concert.
No, I what can I say? I lost a bet. And I'm here to pay it. As far as content today, I think that what we talked about today, I got out of Andrew Callum episode. And again, that is literally why I started the 100-day challenge. I thought, okay, I'm not sucking your dick, but he is better than me. And so is Douglas. And they talk about this 100-day challenge. I'm like, well, I'm going to go blindly against it and do exactly what they say you're supposed to do in it. So I'm doing it. I'm going to fucking do it and see what happens in 100 days.
Well, I mean, you already finished the opposite 100-day challenge, which was not playing your bagpipes.
not play for 100 days.
So,
That's fucking funny.
so you did
It's
that
true.
one. Why don't you do the one where you do?
I got some drums over here now.
All right.
I have shit to say.
I just want to say thank you, everyone, for tuning into this episode of Channerant Podcast. We love you all. Have a great, Wednesday or whenever the fuck you fucking hear this. We're going to take some time to go hang out to patrons. If you didn't know, you can hang out with us after the show at patreon.com/chanterrant. You can get some money off, I think, the Dojo Tuning Clinic at channerant.com/serviceband. And other than that, go send Rab a voicemail for Christmas, for fuck's sake. Give him a little love. And we'll talk to y'all soon.
I love you, Rab.